that's the piece I'm missing. So it undoes one of the factors to isolate the conditional probability. Multiply A and both B happen together. Divide A happens given that B happened. Wait, I'm not so sure I understood given that. So dividing probabilities is an analog of things happening conditionally. Why? Let's think about this for a second. So, is it an analog of things happening conditionally when you divide probabilities? The probability, let's say, the probability. Let's use the example of the coin. So let's say that the probability of me flipping heads if I have first flipped tails. In this case, the probability of heads if of the second thing being the probability, let's say we roll to die, the probability of the second die being a 3 given that the first one was a 3. That feels almost like it would just be like the A intersection B, the 3, 3. Okay, help me think about these again. I'm trying to understand why the division is actually a good operation here. So if I have an example where I'm rolling two dice at the same time, and I'm trying to calculate the probability that that the first or consecutively, okay, I'm trying to calculate the probability that the second die rolls a 3, given that the first die rolled a 3. And in this case, the probability of both joint events happening, of A and B, is actually 1/12, right? Because it's just one specific, is 1/12. So why would I divide these now by the probability of B happening, which is 1/6? And if you divide these, 1/6 divided by 1/12 is the same as doing that actually works. Like if I do so probability of 3, probability of 3 1 being the first one, right, is 1/6. Probability of the second being a 3, conditional to the first one being a 3, is essentially, we're looking for the 3-3 combination, and we know that this is basically 1/12, right? Because is it 1/12? No, it's way more than these. The probability is 1/6 times 1/6 exactly. And so the probability of seeing a 3-3, right? But now if we know already if we know that the first one has been already, yeah, it actually fucking makes sense, because you're dividing. So what you're saying is you're dividing. Oh, that's very neat, actually. I didn't understand that division in this case. That's what it kind of means, right? because we're doing the multiplication, we're saying we know that already, so we do not need to account for these. So if I take these and I divide it by the probability of b, which is 1/6, then this goes away, right? Then one of these goes away, and then we end up with these, which is naturally what happens because these are two independent events, right? So yeah, okay, kind of makes sense. So multiplying is an analog of things happening together. Dividing is an analog of things having happened already, conditionally. It's like you're removing, you're undoing, right?